What is hatching, Toga Peeps? Oldmantup coming at you today with a Minute to Win It Monday, and we are just going to go over some things that have happened in the GBA since the battles were uploaded yesterday. Save all the questions for the press conference, which I plan to upload tomorrow. Looking a little gruff today after the horrendous way we lost against the Real Maril in yesterday's battle. It was a rough night, and we're moving forward. This week, we have Shady Penguin, the Shady People, and the New York Mankeys to look forward to. And that brings me to another thing that happened yesterday. Free agency claims were able to be made. As of last week was the first week they could be started. And if you didn't see the free agency update video on the GBA channel, I will, if I remember correctly, link that in the description of this video. What that means is, provided we stay within the guidelines of the original draft, which means we don't go over the salary cap, and we have one Pokemon in OUA, OUB, BL, UU, RU, and NU. I think that was all of them. As long as we have a Pokemon in every tier and we don't go over the salary cap, we can drop a Pokemon and pick up another one. There was, I think, 4 or 5 teams that had a little bit of leftover salary cap, my team being one of them. I was really looking to fill a hole that was extremely apparent that I had since week 1 against Cooper and the Utah Jasmine after my Azumarill was burned. And what that need is I need a way to, pretty much I need a cleric for my team. There was 2 Pokemon left that were, what I'm going to say, viable. I didn't want any of the evolutions in a need to get this, which is a Heal Beller or an aromatherapy Pokemon, and the ability to pass recovery, wish passing. And there were 2 Pokemon that really stuck out to me, being that new annoying pink blob, Audino, and the even newer, more annoying looking Aromatisse. And I weighed the options on my team, and my team already had a ridiculous fighting weakness. I mean, it's like half my Pokemon are weak to it and the other half are resistant or immune. So, there were 2 Pokemon that I haven't been getting any use out of, that I don't think I will get much use out of, that I was going to drop. Eventually, I came to the conclusion that I needed to drop Rotom, just because, I mean, Ghost Stab in this league isn't that crucial. Any week that I was looking to bring Rotom, its Ghost Stab was almost completely useless against my opponents. I mean, granted, I've only been 3 weeks in, and I could look back on this and cry, but I mean, Alakazam, my Alakazam has access to Shadow Ball, and if I need it, he will carry it, just like he did against, Miguel. Electric Stab, I have Porygon Z, who runs Thunderbolt almost every time I bring it, and will bring Thunderbolt almost every time I bring it. Not as common on my team, but again, I don't think I'm going to need an electric Pokemon just for that, because I have the coverage with other pokes. So we did decide to drop Rotom, and we picked up Aromatisse. I think it fits a lot better into some of my defensive cores. Not only that, it can go a little bit more offensive with Calm Mind if I need it to. And weighing against my opponent's team, having an extra fairy around to drop a Moonblast, especially against A-Drive, and even against Shady Penguin, the teams in my division, that Moonblast is going to come in handy against Conkeldurr, Conkeldurr, as well as the Mega Sableye that A-Drive has. So, along with that, the ability to cure burns, which my team has a problem with Scald. So, and based on the last video, I may get burned every single match this season. So, that'll be fun. Yeah. Anyways, let's keep on track. We're looking to get burned by Scald every game this season, and we're on track to do that, I think. Did I get burnt week 2? Sacred Fire, I got burned by Sacred Fire. That's a 50-50, so I mean, that one wasn't quite as bad. But yeah, we dropped Rotom, and we picked up Aromatisse. I know Rotom was NU, and Aromatisse is RU, but we did have that extra 20 points left over from the draft, so we were able to bump up a tier. So hopefully with some Wish support and some Aromatherapy support, as well as a little bit more, I don't want to say as offensive bulk, but with some bulk, with some offense to back it up, especially with Moonblast. Looking forward to that. Looking forward to being able to recover some of my Mons, especially some of my Walls, and Pokemon I leave in to take hits, like Heatran. I will be able to have greater success in the future. Especially with 4 matches coming up against Pokemon that Fairy types do a number on. Looking forward to Aromatisse coming in, being pretty, and putting its Steve-esque nose to work. Alright guys, this has been Oldmantup. I have not been able to locate any Gazpacho as of yet, so I may have to make my own. But you can look for, I'm going to go grocery store hopping either later today or early tomorrow. I have to get some blood work done for my hip problem. I'm having surgery next week. For those of you who are unaware, I have a cyst growing in my hip, and it's actually growing into the bone, which is causing a deformation in the bone. I've already had one surgery, which was pre-GBA season. It was a week or 2 before the season actually started, so I was able to get it done and out of the way. Did it happen before the draft or after the draft? I don't remember. Probably after the draft, I think. But, it's causing me quite a bit of discomfort, and it is hindering me from working. So, we're having a second surgery at the end of May, midweek. So hopefully I can get my battle done and ready before that. It's more or less a simple injection. So, I mean, it's nothing serious. I'm not having my hip replaced or anything yet. That's, unfortunately, probably going to be the option if this does not deal with the cyst. What they're going to be doing is extracting bone marrow out of my heel, of my foot, treating it with something. I don't know the exact procedure. I'm not a doctor, and I don't pretend to be. But they treat it, and I guess the bone marrow works very good for healing fractures and bone deformities, or malformations, whatever you want to call it. And they are hoping that this takes care of it, because if this doesn't work and like the next thing or 2 doesn't work, I'm going to have to have my hip replaced, and I'm only 33 and I don't want to have to deal with that, so I have to have the replacement replaced probably in 15 years, and I don't want to get on that rant. But for those of you who don't know, that is kind of the motive and or was the genius idea that sparked the my dog's going crazy. He loves to go crazy when I make videos. Was more or less the idea behind me getting assaulted and having a hip issue, because I was just limping really bad one day. And yeah, so we are still looking for suspects in that perpetration of criminal actions. Yeah, a bunch of big words that don't mean anything. Anyways, I've almost rambled for 10 minutes now. I think that's all I needed to talk about. Yeah, so be playing Shady Penguin this week, hopefully midweek. Hopefully by Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, I will have the Gazpacho video up so everybody can watch. I will have the beanie, my gazpacho. I will be eating it at home because I can't find a restaurant in the area that will serve anything like it. Not even Panera Bread, sad face. Yeah. So look forward to that. Maybe you'll like it. You never know. Gazpacho could be delicious. It's pretty warm here, so, I mean, a cool, refreshing soup. That doesn't even sound right. Cold soup. What's another cold soup? Fishy swa? Is that a soup? The only reason I know that was because it was in the very first Batman movie with Michael Keaton. Go watch that movie, kids. Jack Nicholson. Yeah. Jack Nicholson, best Joker ever. Sorry. I don't care what anybody says. He was the best in the movies. But yeah. Anyways, I think that's all Oldmantup has for you today. Old men have been rambling for over 10 minutes. Thank you for watching this if you have. If you have any questions for the press conference, which will be out tomorrow, leave them in the description of the battle video with Miguel. Because that is where I look. I will not be coming here. If you have any general questions, you can leave them in the comment section here. I check the comments 2, 3, maybe 4 times a day, just depending on how bored I am. And today is not going to be a bored day. I got a bunch of stuff around the house to do because we had guests, and there's a bunch of crap to clean up after that. Yeah, so the best way to get a hold of me and the fastest way for me to respond is to get me on Twitter. I say this all the time. So if you want to get a hold of Oldmantup and have a one-on-one conversation, which I try to do with everybody who gets a hold of me, hit me up on Twitter. Link will be in the description. @Oldmantup. That simple. Alright guys, Oldmantup. Bucktooth Bucko Nation looking to bounce back against the New York Yankees, get a solid victory. And I think we're just going to have to start thinking a little bit more unorthodox. That just the teams that I've been building and the advice I've been getting, I've just been too orthodox in my opinion, and that's frustrating the crap out of me because it's not working. So I'm going to take a walk on the wild side, I think, this week against Shady Penguin. He seems to be doing the same in the matches I've seen with him, with all those crazy sets he's been running on melodic. So we're going to have to watch out for that thing if he decides to bring it. And why wouldn't he, because of how much problems my team has with Scald. So, yep, that was a free agency update video, more or less. In the event you want to know, the Red Rockies dropped Meloetta and picked up Cabalion. The Rampardos dropped Clink Clang and picked up Vileplume, which is good for me because that's one less thing to stop Salamence from going buckshot on his team. The Jasmine, in a surprise move, dropped Lucario and picked up Nidoking, which, I mean, I suppose is a fantastic trade. It almost makes me wish I would have waited so I could have picked up Lucario because it was something I had in mind to trade for, and now it's on the free agency market and I can't get it. The Aqua Jets, this wasn't a surprise to me because me and Hank got together and discussed our possible free agency moves before anything happened. He's dropping Gardevoir and picking up Umbreon and getting a great Mon there with Great Bulk, Wish Pass, Heal Bell, Synchronize, Great Mon. And me dropping Rotom and picking up Aromatisse. Alright guys, this has been Oldmantup, and this was the first week of free agency. All the other teams, I think, have a week or two to make their claims. Because we technically made these claims last week, we can use Aromatisse right away against Shady Penguin, which is fantastic because it is really good against a lot of his threats. So alright guys, this has been Oldmantup, talking to you for way too long already. Thank you for watching if you have. If you've watched this far, comment with the word... I really should have thought this out. I don't know. Murica. Because that Salamence should have put in work against Miguel, but we lost a speed tie. So put Murica, even if you're not from America, M-U-R-I-K-A. So that way even people who aren't from America don't feel like sellouts. Murica. Put it down there and you will be my new special friend. And I will send you a lovely message if I see Murica in your comment. Alright guys, we've hit the 15-minute mark almost and we don't want to go that far. I almost said have yourself a good day and keep it shady. Wow, I've been doing a little bit too much research this week already. But anyways, this has been Oldmantup. I will catch you on the flip side. Peace out.